Hey, welcome to my video in which I dissect and talk about the heart and the circulatory system in general. The circulatory system is a network of tubes filled with fluid, in which case this is blood, in which they deliver vital materials to all the cells in the body and take away waste such as CO2. Every living cell is close to a capillary, making sure that this happens. The heart is made up of cardiac muscle and has the ability to contract and relax. These cells require energy and have a high rate of respiration. The heart consists of 4 chambers, right and left atria, above the right and left ventricles. The right atrium links to the right ventricle by the tricuspid valve. This valve prevents backflow of the blood in the atrium above when the ventricle contracts. The left atrium links to the left ventricle by the bicuspid valve, and this also prevents backflow of the blood in the atrium above when the ventricle contracts. The tendinous cords, or the heartstrings, attach each ventricle to its valve. These valves hold them firmly. As the blood begins to flow back, the valve is forced shut, and this prevents any further backflow. So valves are basically like swing doors that only open in one way. This prevents the blood from going backwards and works against gravity. The semilunar valves are found in the blood vessels leaving the heart, so the pulmonary artery and the aorta. They only allow exit blood from the heart through these vessels following the contraction of the ventricles. Ventricles have thicker muscular walls than the atria, which each atrium contracts. It only needs to push a short distance into each ventricle. The left ventricle is with thicker muscular walls than the right ventricles. This is because it needs a much more powerful contraction to push the blood into the circulatory system. The right ventricle pushes blood to the nearby lungs, so therefore the contraction does not need to be as powerful. As the heart contracts and relaxes rhythmically to pump blood around the circulatory system, the flow of blood through the heart during contraction and relaxation is called the cardiac cycle, which is the beat of your heart as measured on a heart reader. Relaxation is when the heart is filling with blood, and contraction is when the heart is pushing blood out. The beat of the two sides of the heart is synchronized, so when the left side is filling, so is the right. When the left ventricle contracts, so does the right. The left side of the heart is responsible for pumping blood all the way around the body, and the right side only pumps to the lungs. This is another reason why it is smaller and built up of less muscle. So, 3 main stages that you need to do for the cardiac cycle. Stage 1, both atria contract and blood is forced into the ventricles. Stage 2, both ventricles contract, the pressure pushes open the semilunar valves, the blood is forced into the aorta from the left ventricle and the pulmonary artery from the right ventricle. Stage 3, both ventricles and atria relax, pushing the blood out of the heart. So how is the heart rate controlled? Well, most muscles contract when they are stimulated by nerves, and the heart contains 2 areas of specialized cardiac cells, the synovial node, SA node, and the atrioventricular node, AV node. These control the heartbeat. So nerve impulses sent to the SA node from the brain, and excitation waves spread to the atria, causing them to contract, so blood is forced into the ventricles. The atria relax, and the excitation waves reaches the AV node and travels down the bundle of His, causing ventricles to contract from the bottom, forcing blood up into the aorta and the pulmonary artery. Ventricles relax again, and the process starts again. So blood pressure, the blood in the circulatory system is always under pressure. Doctors measure 2 phases of blood pressure, the systolic pressure, which is the blood pressure when the heart is contracted, and the diastolic pressure, which is the blood pressure when the heart relaxes between beats. Our normal blood pressure is around 120 to over 80. So blood pressure refers to the physical pressure of blood flowing through the arteries and around the body. Tissue fluid is also another main important thing that you need to know. Basically, as the plasma escapes from the capillaries, it flows around the tissue cells, bathing them, making sure that they get all the key nutrients such as oxygen and water, and it picks up any waste such as urea and carbon dioxide. Thank you very much for listening and watching this video. I hope it helped. So yeah, that is all about the heart and things that you need to know about the heart. Thank you so much for watching. As always, like, comment and subscribe, and share it if you'd like. I hope this video helped.